Excavation Earth, 1 to 4 players excavate and sell treasures from an abandoned Earth in hope of striking it rich. Mighty Boards provided this prototype in exchange for an honest review. Because it is a prototype, the final game may have different components and rules. This game will be on Kickstarter soon. We'll add a link below when the campaign goes live. Place the main board in the center. The spaceport and popularity boards are adjacent. Make stacks for each region's artifact tiles below the black market. Depending on player count, place a number of tiles from each stack on the matching spaces on the board and black market. Arrange the buyer meeples on the popularity track from high to low number. Shuffle the buyer deck, set 2 cards aside, then draw cards to place buyer meeples in each market until 3 buyers populate each one. Meeples are drawn from the lowest number spaces of the popularity tracks. Each player begins with 8 credits, a set of colored components, and an alien race along with matching board and explorer standees. Fuel markers go on the 5 on your board's fuel track. Each player receives 7 action cards for their starting hands. Flip a number of action cards based on player count to create the Surveyor forecast. Place the initiative tokens nearby. Each player places an explorer on the 1st and 4th markets on the world map and their 3rd elsewhere prior to the first turn. The initiative track order depends on the alien races. The game is played over 3 rounds with 3 phases per round, although the preparation phase is skipped in the first round. In it, reset the black market excavation sites, buyers in the markets, and each player receives 6 more action cards. From these, players draft 2, then pass the rest clockwise. Repeat until all cards have been claimed. The actions phase is the heart of the game. There are 8 different actions you can take on your turn, so I'll just go through them briefly. First is travel. Spend 1 fuel to make up to 3 moves with your explorers in any combination. Your explorers cannot end at the same location, but they can pass through locations with your explorers. Next is the excavate action. Discard a colored action card to take an artifact from the matching region. You must have an explorer at a dig site and can excavate 1 artifact, although you may take 2 artifacts from the same region if you have 2 explorers at different dig sites. Artifacts go in your cargo hold. At this time, you can sample the artifact. Place a security guard cube on your board's matching space. The market action allows you to discard a card to add a crew cube to the matching market's trader area. Add a white buyer and a buyer of your choice to the back of the market's line. The export action earns you credits. Discard any action card, then choose 1 to 3 of one region's artifacts from your cargo hold. As long as 1 to 3 markets have your crew cubes in the trader area and at least 1 white buyer or buyer matching that region's color, you may export. Gain credits according to that region's place on the popularity track, 2 credits per buyer at your chosen markets, and a bonus if you sell at 2 or 3 markets. Move the buyers to the spaceport and move 1 of your trader cubes from each used market to the spaceport board's matching media room. Sold artifacts are removed from the game. To influence, discard an action card to place 1 crew cube in the matching market trader area and another in the matching media room. The smuggle action gives you a choice. You may buy 2 visible artifacts from different regions from the black market by paying the indicated credits plus 1, or sell 2 artifacts from different regions to gain the indicated credits. You must discard a card with the symbol of the matching black market and have 1 of your explorers on that black market space. If buying from the black market, the newly acquired artifacts can go in any cargo hold space and they can be sampled. When surveying, replace 1 card in the Surveyor forecast with 1 of yours, place a crew cube on it, and gain the lowest initiative token for the following round's turn order. Draw 2 artifacts matching the placed card's color. Add 1 artifact to the map. Discard the other. The final action is pass. You cannot pass until you have 2 or fewer cards remaining. Leftover cards carry into the next round. Once you pass, you are done for the rest of the action phase. After all players have passed, it's the media scoring phase. Media rooms score by majority. If multiple players are tied for the number of cubes in a media room, divide the points evenly between the players. In the first 2 rounds, you'll now move to the preparation phase. After the 3rd round's media scoring phase, move to the end game. Each player uses the gallery scoring guide to score the security guard cubes in their personal ship galleries. The player with the most credits is the winner. Ties are broken by the player with the most remaining artifacts on their board. Excavate artifacts, manipulate markets, and sample goods for your own private collection. That's Excavation Earth. Excavation Earth has a large main board, some sideboards and bits, plus player areas. You'll need a big rectangular dining table for this one. Give yourselves close to 3 hours for your first game, but even your second will be down to around 2 hours. After that, 3 can play in 90-ish minutes, including setup and takedown. There's no rating, and there's a surprisingly low amount of math, probably second grade. If it wasn't for the market manipulation, experienced 8-year-old gamers would be fine with some help. With the marketing and influencing, the amount of planning and tactics required is probably better suited for 11-year-olds, but 10-year-olds who play tons of modern strategy games should be okay as well. In our third game of Excavation Earth, I excavated immediately, then exported so I could get a bit of extra cash. The rest of the round was spent on the black market and messing with mom and dad. In the final round, I gained 20 plus credits on my final export. Mom passed, then I did. Unfortunately, that meant Dad was able to market and influence without us stopping him. His final export earned him 30 or so credits. He won, but I finished ahead of Mom. Excavation Earth is gorgeous, even as a prototype, and so colorful. The graphic design is mostly excellent, especially the reference, but the standees cover the market and dig site board icons, leading to mistakes and or slowing things down more than they should. With so much space on the map, I wish there had been a box to place your character so that the icons were never covered. Also, at least in this prototype version, the colors aren't all friendly for colorblind people. If the Explorer pieces were unique shapes, that would help. I don't know what to do about the other cubes and boards, though. Even though some of your decisions will depend on the artifact's popularity track and your cards, you still have loads of decisions to make. The marketing and influencing actions can prepare your future turns, you can excavate to ruin your opponent's plans, and sample the wares, or just dabble in the black market. At the same time, the game never feels overwhelming or you feel like luck or game state has you stuck. In other words, more Teotihuacan, City of Gods, and less Trismegistus, the ultimate formula. A lot of that is because while this game is very tactical and a bit nasty, it is strategic at its core. Deciding whether you want to focus solely on exporting, excavating, and sampling for your gallery, influencing the media rooms, and so on. Be flexible, though. Excavation Earth is excellent. The various mechanisms work well together and help make the theme more than just coding. The order that you take actions is important because you only have so many actions, creating that agonizing, "No, I need one return" feeling. This may be a Euro strategy game, but there are moments when you'll take something before an opponent or slide in there to split or take the lead in the media room. In addition to all the stuff on the main board, you have the spatial puzzle in your board. If you like medium-heavy strategy games with lots of decisions, check this out.